Hey, everybody. Welcome out to another episode of Windshield Time at Mountain Land Supply. I'm Joey. I'm joined by Spencer, the man Shorts.
That's right.
And
I'm
you
here.
can see him on camera.
Unfortunate for all of you.
So freaking good. Welcome, Shorts. It's been a long time.
It's been so long.
Glad to see you.
Yeah.
We're also joined today by Mr. Michael Marcus Areolas Esquire, the third Mark.
A.K.A. Maximus.
Maximus, the Spaniard.
Yeah.
Yes.
Glad to be here.
Glad to have you back, bud.
No, second time.
Yeah.
I got a call back.
You did, because the people were screaming for more Mike Mark.
Really?
Yeah. Between you, like you, Quinn, Wes Schaefer.
Well, X, everyone on X.
Yeah,
Reddit
X is,
as
yeah,
well.
there's a Reddit thread that's just been like, we can't stop it. It went viral. And then people are screaming for you.
Nice. That's good, because my self-esteem was kind
and
of
Brandy
in the toilet
Keach.
for a while.
Everybody loves Keach.
It's true.
Keach hates coming on here, and we always make him do it, and he's good to do it, but he hates it. But thank you for coming back.
Yeah. Glad to be back.
So we were talking earlier when we were off camera about our kids being amazed by the things we do, right?
Yep.
So my daughter, yesterday, I was getting ready to leave Orem and drive down to our Nephi store to do a lunch. And my daughter calls me. She's like, "Dad, do we have jumper cables?" And I was like, no, you don't, but I do in my truck, because they're not very useful if they're just sitting in the garage. She's like, "Oh." I said, "Well, what do you need?" "Now, my friend's car won't start." And I said, "Okay, where you at?" "Now, we're at the high school." "Okay, well, I'll swing by on my way through." So I swing by Spanish Fork on the way through to Nephi, hop out, hook up the cables, and as I get done connecting them, I tell her friend, I'm like, "Okay, go ahead." She's like, "Go ahead and what?" I'm like, "Go ahead and start your car." She's like, "Now? It's that fast?" I'm like, "Pretty much instantaneous, buddy." So she goes in, fires it up. She's like, "That was so awesome." I'm like, "You have no idea how common that was when we were growing up." I mean, we had to jump a car every 3 days when I was growing up.
Yeah. They don't know how to do much anymore these days.
They don't.
Kids.
They were, when I got there, my daughter she'd gone and like pillaged my toolbox and just grabbed things she thought would be useful and took them back to try and fix this car. She had a claw hammer. She had a Milwaukee drill with a brush head on it, because she thought that she would clean the battery, because she Googled it and they said to clean the terminals. She didn't realize you need an actual terminal brush. So she's, trying to do it with this freaking, honestly, a barbecue grill cleaner. And then she had a ratchet, but no sockets. So that's useful.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know what she thought she was going to do with that. But anyway.
They'll YouTube as soon as they get out to the car and try to figure it out.
They will. And then they'll find out that they don't know how to use the tools. And they're like, "Oh, crap." But you know what? It makes me feel useful.
Yeah.
So it was a good day.
When you can impress your kids, that's a good day.
Yeah.
Because they don't think we know anything.
If I can tie a bow line, which is that's the knot I was thinking about earlier. And I
Eagle
couldn't think about
Scout.
it. I am an
Bowline.
Eagle Scout. I had to get my Eagle to get my driver's license.
Oh,
That was my
your
deal
mom
with
did
my
that?
dad.
Oh, your
Yeah.
dad.
Well, I guess my mom was involved too, but that was the deal. My dad said I couldn't get my driver's license without it. But I drove when I was 14. Like back then, I could drive anywhere I wanted to. And I had a car. I bought a car when I was 14 because I was working on the farm, and so I had the money to do it. So I bought my cousin's car when he went on a mission. And so I had a car since I was 14. And I would drive it from my house to the farm, and then, I'd go get a Coke or whatever I needed to. But so I was driving the whole time. I'm like, well, it's not hurting me. I'm still driving. I'm doing anything I want to. But I still did it before I got my license.
Before you're 16, you got your Eagle.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
My mom was the one that pushed me. My mom should have actually got my Eagle.
Moms should get all the awards.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Yeah, not my Eagle. I am also an Eagle Scout.
Are you really, bud?
Unfortunate for
What was
me.
your Eagle Scout
Why
project?
unfortunate?
But I threw up a slab of concrete up at a campground, Spanish Fork.
Perfect. Sounds very useful.
I just stood there and told people what to do.
You know what? You got your hours, though.
I did.
Yeah.
That's what it's supposed to be. You're supposed
That's
to be in
management.
management.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did it.
You're learning management skills.
That's good.
But my father is the one that did everything before that point.
You
I
know
just
what?
showed up.
He deserves it then.
Yeah, he does.
Mine was painting, or like putting up basketball hoops and then painting the lines and then Foursquare at an elementary school.
Mine was
Nice.
painting picnic tables at a park.
You know what? My cousin did picnic tables.
Everyone.
And we built
paint.
picnic tables, too. We had to build them and then paint them.
Oh, see? See, Eagles are...
They're
Scouts
useful.
good. Yeah.
They
don't do
get
much
back to
anymore.
the community.
Yep.
Yeah. I think that separation with the LDS Church hurt it in Utah.
I think so.
Well, probably nationally, too.
I did.
I'd
I've been a scoutmaster for years, ever since my boys were 12 all the way up to 18. I was in young
Yeah.
men's or scouts, and we did a lot of campouts, a lot of fun stuff.
You know what? That's the fun part, though.
I got to do the fun part.
Yeah, that is the fun part.
And then when they got away from it, I was the young men outdoor specialist.
Which basically did the same thing.
Everything but merit badges. I hated those merit badges.
That's awesome.
Especially
you,
those
You were the
camp-
camp chef, like
yep.
extraordinaire.
Yep.
Yeah.
I got 3 naps a day at those camps. I could get them to breakfast. They'd go to their class. They'd come back. I'd do lunch. They'd go. I got 3. That was a good week.
Yeah.
Good
It
week.
sounds very
Oh,
relaxing.
yeah, it was very relaxed.
That's you in your element because you're a good cook.
That's me and my element.
Yeah.
I like cooking for people.
Yeah. You fry up a good hamburger
Yeah.
and a really good steak. You're a good steak cooker.
Thanks, man.
Yeah. You're
I
welcome.
can handle some good meat.
I know you can. That's your reputation. Yeah, right. So, last time we were talking, you were just starting your new position, and now we're 6 months into your new gig, or 8 months
Yep.
into your new gig.
Yep.
So, where are you at now? Because you've gotten some SOPs that you've written that we're about to deploy.
Yes.
You've gone out to several counters to kind of find out and feel it out and see how things are working. So what's your next step in this whole process?
Implementing the SOPs.
Yeah.
To get everyone on the same page. So when you go in a counter, it's the same feel, the same type of look. I mean, not every branch can have the same look because some are bigger and some are smaller.
Right.
But the same feel, like same customer service. You know what you expect when you go into a mountain lion counter.
And we talked about this the other day because my real goal is to make it so that our customer service is so in their face that they almost can't avoid it.
Yep.
I want to be kind of like Chick-fil-A, like, oh my gosh, what happened here? I want it to be that drastic of a change that everybody's talking about it.
Do they notice the change?
Exactly. I want it to be like there's somebody doesn't walk in and get 2 steps into the counter before they get greeted. They don't wait 3 minutes before they've got somebody who's helping them, an advocate. And that doesn't mean that they're getting their order written up, but it's somebody, hey, what can I get for you? Can I get somebody out here for you? They're going in and snagging an inside salesperson or a manager or assistant manager or me. I mean, I'll go help on the counter if I need to, but I want it to be all hands on deck. If somebody has trusted us to give us their business, I want to honor that
Oh yeah.
because that is a precious exchange of service.
And I've noticed pulling different reports. I'm on Focus now.
Yeah,
There's a lot of money that goes through the counter. A lot of money.
tons,
And it's
and some counters more than others.
Yep.
I know Salt Lake Plumbing Store is very, very busy
Yep.
with will call. And I think their will call they have the highest will call to delivery ratio, right?
I think so. I haven't looked at that part, but they have a lot of
We pulled that report a few months ago, and they had, as far as revenue goes, their offset was higher than any other branch, like delivery to counter.
and they track it there.
Yeah.
And I like the fact that the branch managers are tracking the will call guys,
Yeah.
people's cells.
Yeah.
Because, you got to be held accountable and see who's your high performers and stuff and, compensate them accordingly because it's a big deal.
Well, and part of your vision for that as well is to create incentive programs too, so that as people are writing up, more orders, more line items, more dollars, whatever it may be, you're giving them incentives and creating some sort of competition so that people are motivated to help the customer as they come in.
So I just did one today. We're going to the Bees game at the Suite.
Yeah.
For the winners of the Wasatch Front, from
Yeah.
from far west down here to Orem.
Yeah.
And there was 2 stores that they were really close number wise. I did the number of tickets.
Yeah.
But all the other ones, there was always a counter guy that was so much farther ahead
Yeah.
than anybody else. And I kind of sat with them. I said, why do you think that is? And their number one answer was they answer the phone. And that was the main thing I wanted for this company. You answer the phone.
Yeah.
'Cause
That's another thing. I would love it to be like 2 rings and it gets answered.
Yep.
Regardless of whether they get immediately helped it needs to get answered, because nothing is more frustrating for me as a consumer. Nothing's more frustrating than walking into a place and not getting greeted, not being acknowledged, or being on hold and waiting forever to get helped. My wife was telling me yesterday, she went to a sandwich shop that we love, and it used to be awesome customer service. And they have a great product too. They make sourdough sandwiches and it's delicious. My wife was telling me she walked in there yesterday and she was in a hurry, and she's like, we were just starving. Me and the kids were starving. So we just stopped there, and I walk in because they wouldn't answer the phone because I tried to call ahead. It just kept on ringing. So I walk in, there's two girls that are working, and they're, probably mid-teens, these girls. Two of the girls are working-ish, and they're in the back, like where they kind of prep the dough. Mm-hmm. And then there's a young man, and he's sitting in the like eating area on his phone. And my wife walks in, and she's kind of like milling around for a couple minutes, and she sees these girls, and they're doing each other's hair in the back, and they see her, and she's like, "Hey, do you think I could place my order?" And the girls still don't acknowledge her, even though they heard her. And the boy that was sitting down in the eating area says, "I doubt you're going to get help because they're doing some hair salon back there."
Oh my gosh.
And so then he gets up from probably his break, and he comes around the counter and he takes the order. And then another customer comes behind my wife, and finally these two girls come out and they take their order, and they prepare the order behind my wife before they prepared my wife's order. So this place is like an example of the most frustrating customer service that you could find. Yeah. And I would hate to have people say that about our counters, or even when they call in on the phone. Yep. I would hate to have that reputation. Like, I love Mountainland. They're great people, but man, I can't get my order taken. Yep. That would be a very frustrating thing. And I want to flip that on its head and be so in their face the other way that they're like, dude, I get my freaking orders faster than Jimmy John's does sandwiches. I would love that.
Yeah. Even making a little comment, it buys you a couple minutes.
Sure. So like, hey, grab a Coke.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, we'll get somebody, just as long, because I had guys that say, I make eye contact. I say, eye contact is not the same.
It's not enough.
Yeah. You need to say, hey, I'll be with you in a minute. And when they come in, if you know their first name, use their first name. Mm-hmm. Every sales training I've been to, if you use their first name, it's big deal.
And if you don't know their first name, use a generic name. Yep. Like, hey, buddy, Hey, buddy, I'll get with you in just a minute.
Yeah, thanks for coming in. Appreciate it. And, and make sure we're doing SOPs, and make sure that you follow that order all the way through. You take it out to the truck, even if it's a little box, big box, help them load.
Yeah.
Because we had some stuff where they go, oh, you know where the pipe is?
Yeah.
No, that's not going to
That's not how we roll.
Nope, we're going to go out there. We're going to follow through all the way to the end process with that ticket.
Yeah.
And help them load their truck, get them on their way.
And if you do it the right way, man, I used to love working on the counter because we'd run. We'd try and beat each other. It's like two guys come at the same time, two counter salespeople get the guy coming in. It's like, oh, I'll beat you. Watch this. And so you're running trying to beat your buddy on the counter, and that was so much fun for me because I just love that competitive stuff.
Yeah. I don't think they realize the counter is the first, is sales.
Yeah.
Counters is a sales. You have to sell and make sure you upsell. I'm working on a lot where we're trying to, like cross sell, like not every vertical at every branch, but we need to know that we can, if you hear him talking about a pump, hey, let me get you a number to a guy that we can help you with that pump.
Yeah.
We can almost sell.
Yeah. Listen
everything.
for keywords.
Yes.
Yeah. There's, and like,
cross selling verticals. That's
like you just said, we sell so much, I have conversations with people all the time. I had a conversation the other night with a guy who was teaching my daughter, he's her coach, hitting coach for softball. And he sees my truck and he's like, dude, I love that truck. I'm like, yeah, you should get yours souped up. And here's a number for, Kevin down at Truck Outfitters, and go in there and talk to Paul, and they'll get you taken care of. And he's like, I didn't even know you guys did trucks. So I tell him the backstory of that. And then he says that his son is just graduating high school this coming year, and he's kind of figuring out what he wants to do. And I said, you know what? He says he just kind of wants to do a trade school thing, but he doesn't know what he wants to do. I said, look at small engine repair, because it is a dying art.
Oh yeah.
And we need people who know how to do small engine repair at our company. So then I tell him that we do power equipment. He's like, I had no idea you guys did that. And he turned out he had a generator that he needs the motor worked on. I'm like, bring it over. Talk to Steven Springville. He'll take care of you. We have so many things that we can offer to so many people.
Yes.
And sometimes we got to look outside our existing customer base, and we can help other people too.
Yeah.
You can help your neighbors. You can help, people who you associate with.
Yeah.
So, we got a lot of opportunities out there that we don't
do.
capitalize sometimes.
Yeah, and we're doing better on getting the word out how much we do, because you hear that all the time. Hey, I didn't know you did that. Well,
Yeah.
then you start talking about it more and more. And
Yeah, exactly.
now it gets to be a common thing.
Yeah. Yeah. It's awesome. And that's part of the mystique of Mountain Land, that we can do so many things and we can help so many people out.
Yeah.
So I love what you're doing. I think it's a very, very important thing. And this coming fiscal year, we just finished out our last fiscal year, which is an awesome year. I mean, congratulations to everybody out there, because you guys killed it last year. We'll probably end the year around 736 million. That's a great year. It's amazing. This next year, I really want to dial in our customer service, and your position is a big part of that. I want to make it so that we are like in people's faces with how good we are. And it's just a drastic change, and people are talking about it. I want that reputation.
What I've noticed at our branches that are doing really well, the buy-in is from the top, the branch managers all the way down. And if there's buy-in at the top, it's so easy just to implement these new SOPs and these new processes to focus on.
Yeah.
And it makes it so much easier.
Yeah, they call that tone at the top. What's your tone? Where's that leader taking people? And you're right. If you have buy-in at those managerial positions, it makes it easier for everybody else, because they know what the expectation is. And I would say that 99% of the people we have working here are like, just tell me the rules of the game and I'll play.
Yep. Makes it a lot easier when you have process. They know what they're expected.
Yeah.
Like SOPs. That's like you said that's a standard. That's where we start.
Yeah.
You can go above and beyond
Yeah.
that standard operating procedure, which is
Exactly.
what we want.
Right.
If you want to learn and grow in the company, you go above and beyond. And
Right. Yeah, I think it's going to be awesome. And I have some pretty audacious plans for this coming year to really dial that in and make us better. So I think it's going to be a fun year.
I think so.
Yeah.
And it's getting better. I mean, what I found out in this position, I thought, okay, it's an easy fix. It is, but we're so big. I mean, there's processes to everything.
Yeah.
And I'm impatient. I'm like, oh my heck, it's not happening fast enough.
Yeah.
It's happening. It's just we have to do the right processes.
And it's person by person and process
everyone
by
has
process.
to have the same process, and it has to be across the board. So that's what we're working on right now, is getting everything the same process across the board.
Yeah. Well, it's super important. I'm so glad that you're doing it. I'm glad that it's you doing it, because you have a great eye for customer service, and you know what it takes to offer a superior service to people. So I'm glad it's you.
Oh, thank you.
You're doing a great job.
Yeah, we have a lot of good people.
Yeah.
As big as this company is, I can't believe how many good people we have.
I totally agree. I'm often shocked at how many awesome people that we have.
Yeah.
In every position.
Like how many employees we have now?
1,100 and change.
Yep. And there's only a handful of people I don't like. No, I'm just kidding.
And there's more that don't like me. But
exactly. No, everyone should like me.
That's true.
I'm a good dude.
You're everybody's flavor, aren't you?
I try to be everyone's flavor.
Yeah.
Yeah, you are.
Am I?
Yeah, everyone
Good.
loves you.
Thanks, man.
Especially shorts.
Yeah, I miss you on our team, man.
I know. I miss the team.
Like, I wake up, go to a golf tournament, and one tear.
There's no Mikey there.
Oh.
Like, no Mike.
Hey, I actually went and bought me some golf clubs.
Did you? Mm-hmm. You gonna get at it?
I have been golfing.
Have you? Mm-hmm. And getting better?
Not yet. No. I'm trying.
I'm not good, and I don't golf enough to be better. That's the thing with golf, is you need the reps.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I didn't realize. So I signed up for a golf tournament for the family out in Mesquite.
Mm-hmm.
And they go, okay, well, they're in a Friday tournament and the Saturday tournament, 18 holes.
Yeah.
And everyone's like, oh, I'm just doing Friday. I'm doing Saturday. Well, I found out why they're not doing both days. I woke up Saturday after the golf tournament on Friday.
Yeah. I
was wore out.
Yeah.
And then
that heat
starting
takes
over-
it out of you, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it was fun, but I was still.
Do they still do a discount for the heat down there?
I have no idea.
So years ago.
They didn't for me.
They didn't?
No.
Years
They
ago.
just said you sweat a lot. Am I bleeding? Am I sweating? What the heck?
Do I get like a discount for pounds of water that I lose? My brother and my brother-in-law and sister live in Mesquite, and we would go down there and golf with them in the summer, and they would give you a discount based on the heat index of the day. So if it was over 104, I think you got you got 36 holes for the price of 18.
36 holes.
And then they would bring you around free Gatorade just to keep you hydrated. The booze wasn't free, that's for sure. But like water and Gatorade, they bring you that to you so you stay hydrated. And this was when I was younger, and I was dumb enough to be like, yeah, let's go do 36 holes. Let's do
At
another.
104 degrees, 36 holes.
But once it's hot, it's hot. You know, once you're out there, it's like, yeah, we can do this. Get in the shade of the cart for a few minutes. Yeah, I don't do that anymore though, because I'm like you. I'll just sweat it all off.
Yeah. It's fun though. If you get a good group that's not too serious,
Yeah, it's a good time.
It's fun.
Yeah, it can be
As
awesome.
soon as people get really serious when I'm golfing, then I get all
Yeah, you get
nervous
antsy.
and I but if it's just let's just have fun.
Yeah, and you swing easy.
Yeah.
What about you, Shorts?
What about
you
me?
golfing?
I think you, Bruce, Kim, and James all watched my first drive ever.
I did actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was the worst thing I've ever done. It's my first week here.
But honestly, you're sneaky athletic.
Yeah, I'm sneaky athletic, not in golf, though. I was like, oh, I could probably do this
Yeah.
and meet people at the
Sure,
company.
sure.
So I go. James gives me his 9-foot long club.
That's a mean trick.
Yeah. And I
That is a
shanked
mean
that
trick.
thing so hard. I was like, yeah, this is not for me.
You know what, though? It's fun for us to watch.
Yeah. I
And
was-
really,
it
what else
was
do we care about?
Yeah,
It's an entertainment factor.
it was.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've swung so hard, missed, and almost went down. And I'm like, yeah, I have to play it off like that was practice.
But you do play better when you're comfortable, right? Mm-hmm. Which was going to
100%.
be a different point I make. When you walk into a counter, you want to feel comfortable.
Yep.
And acknowledgement is a big part of that.
Massive. Yeah.
Because
You wanna feel
even-
welcome.
Even if you walk into your friend's home, if they don't say a word to you or look at you,
It's awkward.
you're going to be like, oh, this is weird.
Yeah. I
Something's
don't
wrong.
belong here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's important.
Yeah. That acknowledgement can mean everything to a customer.
It is.
And we all know it because we go places where you don't get acknowledged and you feel awkward there and you don't want to be there.
Yep.
And honestly, if we treat people like that, we deserve to lose. We really do. We deserve to not get their business if we treat them that way. And we need the business.
Yep.
We need this for our ESOP to be able to keep growing. So we have to be better.
Yeah. When those customers pass another supply house to get to our counter because they feel more comfortable, we've done our job.
100%.
And I remember that used to happen. If you're a counter guy and you have a guy that waits for you, that's a big deal.
Yeah.
If they're comfortable enough to wait for a certain counter guy,
Yeah.
that's good.
It's like, you know
That
what?
counter guy's
I'm
doing
good.
his
I'll
job.
wait for Mike.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's a huge compliment for people to do that for you.
Yep.
And I know that exists today too.
It does.
There are many counter salespeople that we have that people will wait for them because of the level of service they give them. I just want it to be everybody. I'm not greedy. I just want it all. You know?
So this little competition we just did, I kind of noticed the situation of the computers too. It is so weird where they're facing. So if you come in the door, that first computer
Yeah. Gets hit all the time.
Gets hit. So
Yeah.
if the counter guy wants to be on that first computer,
Yeah.
that's a smart deal because he gets all the people coming in right off the bat.
Yeah.
It's positioning. There's so much that I've learned just in this new position about facing and fronting the material.
Mm-hmm.
I
And
didn't
keeping it clean.
Yeah, I didn't buy in at first. I'm like, oh, that's not a big deal. But I was at one of the branches and I was just pulling it forward. And as I was pulling the material forward and turning it all, there was a guy behind me following me just to see what new stuff is
Just
out.
as you're facing the shelves.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm like, God, this stuff really works.
Yeah.
So if we put new material out and they're always going around saying, oh, what's new out today?
Yeah.
So I'm trying to focus on getting new stuff out there, trying different things on the counter to see what impulse buys and stuff like that. It's a big deal.
Well, the other thing is we don't pretend to know everything. And I certainly don't, and you don't. We are looking for feedback. So if there's people out there, counter salespeople, inside salespeople, whoever it may be, receptionists, if you are seeing something and you're like, hey, this has helped me, maybe it'll help everybody else. Please give us that feedback because we need it.
Yeah.
We need to know what works for you guys. And then we'll add that into those standard operating procedures so that we all get better together.
Yeah. Once we start rolling out these standard operating procedures, I want to start having level 10s with the counter managers.
Yeah.
Or whoever over the counter, do a northern, central, southern, and just kind of have a collaborating thing. Like what's working for you, what's not, what can we do better? What things are you selling? Little, like right now we're working on getting a new Pasco aisle.
Yeah.
Or a board.
Which I think is going to be awesome.
Yeah, I think so too. And because people want a cheaper, inexpensive channel lock, and just inexpensive
Or
because
a
they're almost
6-in-1
like
screwdriver.
yeah,
Yeah.
they're almost like a disposable. Like you leave it on a job, they don't want to spend a
They
Some
don't
guys
have to
like
double back and go get it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so we're working on that. That's what we're in the process right now of doing for getting those on all of our plumbing counters and stuff. So
Yeah, I love that. I think you're 100% spot on with that because there are people who are like, I just want an $11 pair of channel locks or a crescent wrench.
yeah, I got a new apprentice. Let's just tool him up with some cheap stuff and see how he goes.
Right.
If it doesn't work out, it's not a big
And then I'll drop some money on him and buy him some good stuff if he lasts.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's awesome. And that came from feedback. So I think just be vocal. Everybody out there, just be vocal so that we know what we can do to help you. Because we're here for you.
I love it when counter guys come to me and say, hey, try this. Let's do this. Like I got a phone call this morning about, hey, I'm going to put something together for you just to see what I think the guys should do when they first get here. I said, we've got some procedures, but any feedback's good. If you think we should do a little extra, like the guys that leave the counter, make sure that everything's swept, like the pop machine's clean, stuff like that, just to make sure they know what's expected.
Cleanliness is huge because I think we've all been to a place where it's like filthy. You walk in there like, ugh, I don't even want to touch anything. I guess I'll buy something for here because I have to, but I don't really feel comfortable. If it's clean, if it's faced, if everything appears to be in sellable condition, that makes a huge difference to the mindset of the customer because then they think, I'm buying a quality item from a quality company because it looks like it's quality. That's massive. And that's something we have to have standard across the board as well.
Just like all of our trucks out on the road, they are good-looking trucks comparatively with what I've seen out
man.
there. Our trucks
and compared to what we used to be.
Yep. Our trucks are, and everyone notices.
Yeah.
I always notice a Mountain Land truck out on the road.
Yeah.
Then they come in, they say, oh, all this stuff looks nice and clean. I mean, they take care in their business.
Right. Yeah.
They care.
They care. And that's what we want the perception to be.
Yep.
All right,
we care and appreciate their business coming into our counter.
Yeah, absolutely. You got any parting shots there, Shorts?
Yeah. Keep your counters clean. Say hello.
I like that. How about you, Mikey?
First name basis.
Yeah.
Learn everyone's name.
I like that.
Personable. It's all about personable, right?
Everything
you buy from people.
Yep. People buy from people. Everything is relationships. And everybody out there, drivers included, everybody out there is on the front lines. You all have a job to do when you're in front of the customer. We all do. So
I think Mountain Land has awesome relationships with customers, vendors, and each other. That's what I think Mountain Land strives on, relationships.
And we need to showcase that because we are excellent at it. That's one of our biggest strengths.
Yep.
So we should put it out there on display.
Perfect.
Okay. Thanks everybody out there. Thanks Mike for coming on. Spencer, thank you as always, buddy.
Thank you.
And we'll see you guys down the road. Enjoy the ride.